So hi guys, I'm back with on item level stuff. But although this is not gonna be on item level because Vykas normal is 1430. I'm one up every single gear. That's why I'm at 1445. Vykas is 1430. So I'm a little bit on item level. For my detailed commentary on builds, you can look at the Valton commentary because the build did not change. In Vykas, I know I don't have a guide yet. But I'm going to film some commentary runs to go over some of the smaller stuff so that, so let's say there's like a Lance Master player out there, they can just see some Vykas normal play with commentary. I'm not doing hard yet. If this character ever gets to 1460, I will do on item level with commentary as well. So it's at 1445 right now. I'm going to sign up for Vykas normal parties. Hopefully there is one. There's one right now, but we'll see how that goes. So adding another commentary, right? Vykas is gonna be a little bit different. Valton, I've been talking about like skill rotations, all that stuff. Since this is the first one, this is the first Vykas commentary run, so I'm gonna try whatever, and I'm gonna adjust it along the way. Hopefully it's helpful for you guys though. Item level hard is actually, actually hard. If you guys can do it for good static and take the challenge, that's also fine. But if you get stressed out of spending a lot of battle potions and getting nowhere, don't hesitate to just finish the Vykas run on normal, because it's not as bad as you think. You still get 6 wings, and it's 6 versus 12. You just get half of it, right? And the gold that you get should be around 2,500 or 3,300. I don't know the nerf gold amount, but it should be around 2,500 or 3,300. And hard mode is 4,500, right? And if you think about the amount of battle items you're going to use, you gotta go back and forth on this. So in the beginning, you will need to set on a position. Some people go 3 times 3 plus 1, but they just kind of stand there saying like, oh, I want to be here, I want to be there, I want to be there, and then people stand around. But usually you stand on an X position for gate 1. And if I give you a little bit of tip, I think 11 or 5 o'clock is the easiest position, but it's different per people. I'll show it to you why I think 11 is easy though. When you start the fight, this guy, you just do DPS, right? And then he's going to split soon. All these are normal patterns. So what he does is the scratching thing. He stands still and scratches. You gotta go to the dimension first. So this is the pleasure dimension that I translated into. The Korean word for Keraga is pleasure. So we're in that pleasure dimension. And then when you're in the pleasure dimension, you have more mechanics. So this is the mechanical flow. You have to stay inside the magic circle and then go out. If you stay outside the magic circle, you die. And this orb rotates in colors into red, blue, green, white, and then black, and it rotates again. So when you at white, I put it on the gate, and then you're done. But you notice why 11 o'clock is easier, because I only need to circle once and then just go in. Sometimes the colors are just like super hard. And sometimes this also gets a color blue, and all you need to do is just go to the gate immediately, and then it actually goes in. That's about it. And then the spikes, when you see that spikes, just run away. That's it. The reason why not getting hit is important here, because at hard mode, the damage is way more. So when you see that 2 scratches, think of it as he's going to make a cross-shaped attack. Same thing, he's going to do the scratch twice. See? Dodge that first, always. Don't worry about doing the damages first. So you see that 2 scratches, and then I tried to do DPS and I got hit, right? If this was hard mode, I would have to use my potion. And then when he goes to the middle, he's doing the stagger. Right? And then in the head, you're going to either have the black or blue. Black is going to be at 1 to 7 o'clock, and blue is going to be 11 to 5. And then all you need to do is block the orbs. That's it. Like a goalkeeper. And then the easier tip to do is stay close to Morphe. His name is Morphe. And block the orbs. Don't go far away, don't panic, and then you're fine. Yeah. And then you just keep fighting, and when it goes to 30 bars, he's going to split. So at 29, if you notice It's at 29 bars right now. He's not going to phase. Look how little the damage is. He's not going to phase until the other party drops it to 30%. So when you see this kind of things, don't do anything. Like, don't lose HP. It's a waste, right? Try to dodge patterns more, you know? Because you can't really do much here unless the other party does it. So this particular kick, make sure you don't get hit by that kick, the 270 kick. Because at hard mode, most classes die in one hit on item level. As far as I know. And then you can practice your parries like this, right? And also another thing, this party, technically this recording could have wipes, right? Because some like expert Korean parties still wipe here by accident. And if there is a wipe, it's actually good footage because I can add commentary on why they wiped and then how could you prevent that wipe too. So when you phase here like this, he smashes the ground, so make sure you stay outside first. Right? So that when you're playing the Glaivier, right, you swap, you go to the red, and then you use your skills. So in this case, the black one, when you go to the Lust dimension, this is called the Lust dimension, you stay inside, and the purple warning sign is where you're safe. And this scratch pattern, he teleports afterwards. He teleports. So he needs to use the Esther. He needs to use the Esther soon. So what happens is he chooses 4 different magic circles. At the other side, the Pleasures mentioned this is white. So they tell you which one it is. Alright, so when he does that 2 scratches, make sure you don't get hit by that. Make sure you don't get hit by that 270 attack. It kills you in 1 hit sometimes. And again, when he does that 2 scratches, there's going to be X attack too. So and then you stay here, and then he's going to be 3 lines, and then he's going to be safe attack on the front. Like that, okay? So this is safe. Purple safe. It's backwards. So people tend to get confused because, oh wait, this is a warning sign, I should dodge it. And they get hit sometimes. Parry is good. Alright, do your skills, right? He 2 scratches, watch out, watch out, see what he does? Stay right behind them so that you don't get hit by the attack, okay? So he gave me the Esther. So they're going to say where it is, it's outside safe. The other dimension tell you where it is safe, okay? Okay, let's see what he does, let's see what he does. So this is a point where you can actually land your Ninabe there. If you see that spike, immediately press Ninabe. That's a Ninabe thing. So this orb donut pattern, just stand still, don't panic. If you panic and move around, you gotta be that sorceress over there. He got pushed away and then got hit by a bunch of AoEs. You gotta be like that sorceress if you panic. He panicked. You stand still, look at the explosion that's coming under your feet, and then dodge accordingly. And then when it becomes 0, it's going to be 0 soon. So another reason why we use Ninabe on the Lust dimension is because he has more defense, he has more HP, and then he does more damage. So you want to push that HP as far as you can. Alright, so second gate. Second gate's a little bit different. You have a plus sign, and then you have the 11, 5, and 11, 3, and 7 o'clock position. So I'm going to stand here, which is 3 because it's a leftover spot, right? Everyone stands and make the decision on their spots, and you have to wait. So we're typing on the chat on the left side here, right, to decide on the positions. So we need to do two positions, right? 11, so 7, 2, 7 o'clock, and then 1 and 5, 2. So I'm going to be 5 o'clock number 2. And the reason why it's 5 o'clock number 2 is I'll show you later. But you'll see that you have to have that placement, and then you need to be either 11, 7, or 5. So same rule. I swap, Q, and then awaken. You can kind of awaken here, not gonna die. You lose a bit of HP, but at least I'll do some damage. The reason why Vykas lacks damage when you fight is because people tend to have problems on dealing DPS to her regularly because she moves around too much. So when he jumps around in the air like that, stay away for a bit. See, because she's going to do an explosion, just like someone got hit. So when he goes to the center, he starts a mechanic. He's going to be a line. This is just trafficking. Just traffics. Don't move too fast. Don't move too slow. Make sure everyone has enough spaces to go. Especially for Lance Masters though. When she does that shotgun attack, or this attack, right? Don't use your the W skill for the red, because you jump in and then you gotta take the full shotgun damage to your face and just straight up die. That happens all the time. That happens all the time to any Glaiviers. That one's the so your my W skill, this skill is the most dangerous skill you should save, because you gotta jump into it. So it's 3 red is all. So when you have 3 red or 3 purple, because it's 5, right? 3 red is both wings open and then 1 wing open and then all wings closed. If it's 3 purples, it's backwards. So if we had 3 purples, we go from 5, 11 and then 1. 5, 11 and then 3. You need to determine which pattern is first and then do it afterwards. So this is the counter attack, nice. So when it counters, right, you can actually use your Nidavi, but I will probably use Nidavi on a pattern that's also pretty good to use for if you have like a raid leader over there. So watch, he jumps and lands. When he jumps up, make sure you just go away first. Stay away from her. Don't get too close to her. So that's supposed to be a counter, but there's a counter cooldown. Alright, this is a good time to do Nidavi. When she spawns a bunch of worms that catches up and stuff, you can land the Nidavi 100% of the time. And if someone gets caught by that worm, you need to free him. So Nidavi can actually free him very easily. So that's a really good time to use your Esther skill. There you go. You have to throw away the poop. We call them poop. So what that poop does is it fires projectiles. I'll show you right here. See, it fires projectiles, and projectiles going to hurt. And on hard mode, it stuns you even. So when she go to the middle, she's always doing something. This is called a Fall Guys pattern. So what you do is you can always walk in a clockwise formation and dodge it. There's nothing else can do. But if you're a support, it's a good idea to use your awakening there, so that your teammates don't die. Now he's doing the worm attack again. So make sure you move around a lot, right? Don't do DPS. See, someone got caught. Someone got caught because he was being greedy. He was being greedy with the DPS. Now this thing is outside safe, and then inside safe, and then outside safe. Okay. Now he's doing this again. So I'm 5-2, so I'm at 5 o'clock right now. Black, black, red, black, red, right? So it's black, black, so I'm number 2, so I'm going to take the second black orb. If you look at the orb is just black, right? So you can't tell which one it is. So you have to memorize it. That's why the first position person, what they do is they memorize it, they type it, and then they go accordingly. If you fail one for hard, you die. You wipe as a party. For normal, I think it forgives you at least 1 or 2. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's either like 1 or 2. Okay. Now she teleports. I can use parry like that, right? Because I'm going to get hit, right? She pulls you in too, so you gotta watch out. Alright, she's going to the Fall Guys again. When she teleports like that in the middle, get ready for the Fall Guys. Get ready for the Fall Guys pattern. See? Rotating clockwise. Rotating clockwise. Rotating clockwise. Very easy. If you actually, try to dodge it really well. She's going to do the trafficking thing again. Everyone stand still. It is actually good to stand still sometimes, because if you go too fast, people in front of you is going to get hurt. So this one, when you see a wave, get far away or stay behind her, this is going to kill you at hard mode. Most of the time it kills you. Some people even time stop. Because it knocks you backwards too. Okay. So third gate has a lot of mechanics, so I'm gonna try to simplify it. I guess like they can watch multiple videos to like kind of learn additionally. So when it starts, her normal pattern, this is a counter pattern. When she circles around like that, right? Be prepared for the counter. That's actually a good tip. Okay, if everyone tries to counter, one person's gonna land it in your team. So when he goes to the middle, she's always gonna do something. So when she goes to the middle, don't go to her and try to do DPS. Be prepared for the mechanic. That will actually help you save a lot well. So in this case, I was either chosen a wind buff or a brown mud buff, right? You can call it Zeus called it peanut butter, right? So whoever had the peanut butter, you walk slower, so you can't really. Oh, so this is random. Okay, apparently they say it's here, I guess. Okay, good. So you create that peanut butter bridge and you move slowly to the center. And for this one, if you fill up your lust meter, you see something else. So you guys go like, oh, how come everyone's like moving as it is? It's because, let's say you get hit by patterns, or if you stand on this poop, what happens is your meter fills up and then it turns pink, right? If you turn pink, you actually do more damage, a little bit. But the thing is, if your meter falls all the way up to the 100%, what happens is they mind control you. So this is the biggest problem why people wipe, because if your meter falls up to the maximum, it mind controls you, and only sleep bombs or stuns can like get you away from it. Oh, one person's gonna fail. Oh. Phew! I ain't failing. As long as you succeed 2 of them, you're good. So one person failed because he didn't get the thing. So what she does is she explodes. Yep. And then, you know, she's going to go cross twice. So if you look closely, she spins around like a torpedo. Torpedo is inside safe. And going across with the line is outside safe. Gotta remember that. So after this phase, what you need to do is you need to get your bar filled up on purpose. Why? Because if you get your bar filled up on purpose, we're on her side. We're all mind controlled. Because this with the cutscene, she does an AoE attack that is a guaranteed kill. If you're mind controlled on purpose, you don't get hurt. That's why it took a long time when people did it blind, because they didn't know what to do. Because you never know, you're supposed to be mind controlled on purpose, right? Now the lust meter is filled, we have to take the lust meter out. Because if you're inside this zone, your lust meter fills up. And you have to stagger her while in the lust meter. So everyone's lust meter is filling up, right? So we're staggering her, and then time stop when this guy glows up. It's the right timing when this guy glows up. He does an explosion. There's an actual right way to do this, but most people are cheesing it because it takes a little bit more stagger meter than usual. Okay, so to give an example, I'm gonna get hit on purpose. Get hit on purpose. So, oh, here we go. This mechanic again. Let's see what buff you get. Oh, so I got the brown buff this time. So I'm making the bridge. And then I go to the left side to make sure everyone's going slow. Everyone's mind controlled. This is a guaranteed kill attack. So we're slowing ourselves down on purpose to not get hit by the guaranteed kill mechanic. Same thing, just, you know, stay behind her back most of the time. Her back is safe most of the time. And now when she goes to the center again, it's going to spawn a lot of tentacles, and what you need to do is you need to fill up your lust meter on purpose to do damage on the tentacles. If your lust meter is not full to white, what happens is you don't do damage on the tentacles. So you saw that guy, that that turn yellow, right? That turn mind control, right? He can't control his lust meter. That's why they're going around and try to kill people. You eat once, and then you check how much meter it fills, and then you fill it all the way up to only 70-ish. If you eat it too many times, you're going to be mind controls, and you're gonna troll the party. We have 2 trolls in the party. You don't do that. Okay, so afterwards, and then you take the HP bar again. This is normal mode, so there's no... At hard mode, there's one more mechanic, but it's a very simple mechanic at 30 bars. But at this point, we're about done. So in this case, when you reach the 0 bars, what happens is she does a final attack. And before the final attack, what you usually do is you have to take away all your lust meter before that. The reason why is because automatically your lust meter will fill up at her final phase. So these orbs, if you activate them, it takes your lust meter away, like this. She's countering. Alright, take your lust meter out. But if your lust meter is 0, you actually do decreased damage. You actually do decreased damage, so you gotta watch out for that too. So she goes to berserk mode. And then everyone goes to the center. And the best point is look at the minimap. See where the minimap is. So the boss is here, the boss is at 12. So the 12 o'clock is the real one. And you stand still, and then you'll also see pools coming at you. If you get hit by these pools, your lust meter drops. And then you're going to do stagger. So my stagger gauge just filled, so what I'm going to do is when he goes to the middle, I will stagger him. So watch. Look closely. So he did crossed, and then now he's doing a torpedo, inside save. And then he's going to the middle, outside save, inside save. And I'm going to spawn way, and then do my stagger. And then way is over, and then you stagger a little bit more, and then you're done. There's not much to do if you just do it properly. There, that's it. So that's Vykas with as many commentaries as I could put in. But that's it though. Other than that, you would just additional tip that I would want to say while playing is when Vykas or Morphe, right, goes to the middle, as in if he teleports to the middle or jumps up and goes to the middle, something is always going to happen. So when I do a school party, I always tell, if the boss goes to the middle, don't go and DPS them like a monkey. They always do that. Even the Korean players, they go like, if Vykas goes to the middle, look what she's going to do. Okay? That's very important. That is very, very important. Okay? So, with that in the mind, and then if you just remember what you're supposed to do as what you're supposed to do during each mechanic, you will be totally fine. Yep. As that being said, this covers it. Now I'm gonna make more of these commentary series, so I mean, it's not gonna be class based, I guess, but I'm gonna do more commentary runs. Hopefully it helps out. Alright, thanks guys. Bye. Oh, that was tiring, man.